Small shifts in your thinking and small changes in your energy lead to massive alterations of your end result.
Welcome back to our Never2Late Podcast. I'm your co-host Brian here with Edgar.
What
Episode
up?
number 7. How you been?
Sir.
How you been, bro?
Hey man, I've been doing good, man. Just chilling, vibing.
Alright.
Um
Hey, how you feeling after the last 6 episodes, bro?
I like it, bro. Cause this week or this past week started uploading twice finally, like we've been talking about since motherfucking episode 2 and shit. So, I feel like it's a lot more work that goes into it. Even with one more episode and
Definitely, bro.
I'm
It's a lot. It's a lot more time that goes into it.
yeah, what I'm saying? It's more recording time,
Yeah.
editing time, shit like that. I've been trying to fuck around with editing as well, not just doing, fucking cuts and shit. Not doing that. But more editing things, shit that I like, shit that I don't like, stuff like that. So been fucking around, I just did the overlay, which I think we should be using for this episode, right? So
Yeah.
um it's been taking a lot more of my time, which I like. We've been talking about how we like the grind and shit like that. So and but we've been seeing you know, the fruits of our hard work, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when we reached it, but um on our first episode, we're at 100 plus views and shit like that. So it was good, it's small for some people, you know what I'm saying, but like we were talking about, two people that don't really got clout, you know what I'm saying. So to
Yeah.
see 100 views on something, to see the amount of hours watched in our videos,
That means a lot to
the
us.
numbers behind everything. Yeah, like to see the actual numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, and to see the numbers behind the scenes of our work that we've been putting in, it shows that there's potential in it, and the fact that there's potential in something that we enjoy doing is just, it makes it so much better, So I've been writing it, man. I've been writing the high, and yeah, man, it feels good to be like. I don't know if it's just because we're still essentially starting. I mean, we have what, a month and a half doing this, um, or what? But I've been feeling good, man. How you been
Right.
feeling?
Good, man. I don't even remember episode 5. I'm not gonna lie to you. that was a
Shit,
that was a celebration. Like we said,
yeah.
we had a goal of hitting 5 episodes at least. Um, Next, we'll probably hit what 10. We're going for 10, and then from there, we're going every 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Um,
Little minor, little, what are they called? Milestones, little minor milestones.
yeah, and then once we do every 10 episodes, we'll probably do 100. We're confident we're gonna grow in this, so hope that you guys keep riding this wave with us, this journey. It's about to be fun, honestly. Like we said, if you guys see, you guys want us to talk about anything in the comments, let us know. Any topic.
Yeah, anything specifically, you know
Oh, yeah.
what I'm saying?
We're about to start
You
getting
may
to the
not,
funner topics soon, so don't worry about that.
yeah, like I was recently when I did the whole trying to get us on Spotify and all that.
Yeah.
Um, I had to do like the bio for the podcast. I was trying to think of like creative ways to make it sound like interesting and shit, but also keep it real, with what the fuck the podcast was. So I really sat down and I thought about it, and it really is that where it's like, we're still growing up and we're still figuring shit out, the ins and outs of the world and shit like that. So it's kind of a, for people our age, it's kind of a ride with me, like I may be going through some shit that you're going through, and you know what I'm saying, maybe what I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm gonna teach you how to get through the shit that you're going through, but maybe, hey, you find me as a buddy to, what I'm saying, we doing the same shit, going through the same shit together, you know. And then for like your audience, potentially, it's like a bridge the gap. You get to see from people in our age group, how we think, and how we go about things. You know what I'm saying? You get to understand us a little bit more. It's really just us trying to grow, bro, trying to learn new shit. And that's why it's the Never Too Late podcast for, a couple of reasons. One, I don't think we ever explained why the name, but we film at night because as a friend group, we tend to Um, have our deeper conversations at night. Have our more
We're just more active.
like we tend to open up more at night,
Yeah.
shit like that. And then also because never too late, it's a new venture, you know. And like we were talking about in the social media episode, sometimes you feel like you're too late to the party. You know what I'm saying? Like you see fucking 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, millionaires and shit. Especially now with TikTok and shit, you see fucking people clouded all the way the fuck up, and they're like 15. You know what I'm saying? And we're 21. He's 21, and I'm 22. About to be 23 and shit. So we're a little bit too late to that party, but at the
Oh
same
shit,
time,
I'm
it's
about to
like
be
we both,
22.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we both realize, you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes, yeah, it may be seem easy to be like, damn, we're too late to the fucking. You know what I'm saying, but really, we're still young. We still
Yeah, we still
still
got
got a lot
time.
of life ahead of us, and it's never too late to get started and shit like that. You know, and it's never too late to learn new shit and to go through new shit, and that's what this really is. And me writing that bio really put me in that mental state, you know, where I was thinking about it. I was like, man, this really, I really, this really has like potential even in me, bro. Like for personal growth. You feel me? Like I could see the potential of like this could be a really beautiful thing, man. And I hope you know, like I said, we're grinding towards it. So I hope we continue to do it.
We're just having to
But,
push ourselves to do it. Uh, with everything that goes on outside of our lives,
yeah, man.
it's hard to balance, but definitely we're doing a really great job recording 2 episodes a week and uploading every week. So try to be consistent, and we'll get there. So
And man,
you know,
but
let's get right to it.
yeah, man. I wanted to talk to you. So recently, one of my homies. Well, I don't really be talking to him no more. I still follow him on social media. You know how you be falling out, you
Yeah,
know, with friends and shit like that. It's off of not seeing each other no more. You know, you grow out of each other, you know. But I still follow him on social media and shit like that. But he just had a baby. Um, congrats to him.
wait, boy or
You know what I'm
girl?
saying? But I think it was a baby girl. It was a baby girl. Um, and it got me thinking because so the girl that he has a baby with, like his girl, right? Um, they started talking. All right, so the homie had a crush on her for a while, and this was a couple years ago. This was probably I want to say like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Um, yeah, around there, like 4 years ago. So the homie had a crush on her for a while, and but he was like kind of shy and shit, wasn't really talking to her. And you know me, I'm not really the type to go out or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Um, but for whatever reason, one time the homie was like, "Yo, let's go kick it, man. Just on some cool shit. Let's just go kick it." Um, just a little kickback at the beach. All right, fuck it. For whatever reason, that day I was down. I went, and the girl was there. And he was like, "Damn, you know, you know how it is around dudes, right?" So we're talking like, "Damn, she fine," you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Damn, like she fine, bro, like this and that, you know." And they talked, but on some like friend ass shit, you know what I'm saying? On some like, "Hi, bye, how you doing?" Like, you know, some dry ass shit. So I was like, "Man, fuck all that." You know me, I'm like, I like break the ice and shit. So I was like, "Man, fuck all that." So I called her over, started talking with her, um, getting her laughing and shit like that. And then slowly but surely started getting my homie into the conversation and shit like that. And then slowly but surely started seeing my way out of the conversation. You
So
feel
they
me?
started to hit it off.
Taking the fuck up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know? And then from there, they started talking. And then, oh, I'm not saying they got together that day or nothing like that, but um, that's kind of how he got to like break the ice. You feel me? Like, they got a lot closer that day. And after that, all he needed was his foot in the door, and then after that, the homie put in the work, and that's all it. I mean, but um, I helped him put that foot in the door. You feel me? And it got me thinking, like, damn, like that's crazy how like that happened years ago, and now it all came to like this where like now he has a kid with her. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And again, congratulations. But um, it's crazy how
It,
like shit happens in the world,
yeah,
right? Where
it
like
gets you thinking
one thing
where
leads to another.
yeah, it gets you thinking
Like
what if you
one,
didn't introduce him to her and
yeah, or like what if I didn't even go out? Like I'm not the type to go out, bro. Like I don't really go out. So
cat
like, what if it was
cat
just
not
what
playing.
the fuck made me? Nah, bro. I don't go
Nah,
out.
I'm playing. You don't go.
You wildin', bro. What the fuck? What you trying to expose, motherfucker? Um, but um, see, my mama thinks I don't go out, so that's I'm sticking to it. All right, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. But nah. But like, imagine I didn't go out that day. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have ever happened because
Hey, but
homie liked her already. So
you
you know what
never
I'm saying. But
know.
I'm the one that
You never know.
you know any little thing, any little difference could have caused a big difference. You feel me? Like it's crazy how like something so insignificant um caused now there's a new life on earth. You feel me? This little baby girl. You feel me? Or I think it's a baby girl. Um,
You said I think it's a baby girl.
yeah, I think, bro. I'm like 99% sure, but there's that small chance that I may be tripping. 'Cause I've had a couple homies had babies like recently, like within the past year or two. So I'm not I'm not too sure which ones had baby girls and which ones. I think most of them had girls though. Matter of fact, I
Really?
think all my homies had girls. Yeah, that's crazy. But that's besides the point. Um, so that got me thinking about the butterfly effect. You know what I'm saying? Um, and no bullshit. I think I told you about it. I was like, yo, let's
Hey,
talk about the
shout out
butterfly
Travis
effect.
Scott, the butterfly effect. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in.
Thinking about it. Um, I'm pretty sure you were probably like, what the fuck? Like, why? But that's the reason why. Then that shit caused me to like get into the wormhole of just watching like I ended up watching like 5, 6
Videos.
fucking YouTube videos on the butterfly effect and all this other shit. So that shit got me even more hyped to want to talk about the situation, about the topic. So I want to talk about it, bro. Um, and I just wanted to kind of mention how like it's so crazy how shit that again, like I said, shit that seems so insignificant can really be significant as fuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like for him, bro. Like if you look at it from his perspective, all he did was tell the homie to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all he did. He didn't do nothing major. It wasn't. He didn't tell me, "Hey, try to get her to." None like that. You feel me? He didn't say nothing. All he did was invite me to come through. I said yeah, and then you know what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm not trying to take no credit for no. I'm saying like that's the ball that you know what I'm saying got shit rolling. You know, and yeah, man. Before I really, because I really got into this shit in my head. Anything you want to add to what's your interpretation of the butterfly effect?
So what I read so far. So if you go back to the late 1600s, I think like 1687, when Isaac Newton came up with the laws of motion and universal gravitational or gravitation. Um, it's where we can predict comets and eclipse accurately, like in advance. But going into the butterfly effect, a little change can have a tiny change, and that's what it is, right? So
Uh,
you would think it's because it's logical that if you make a little change,
something
you'll
little
have
has a little
yeah,
effect.
it's
Yeah.
very logical, but it's not. It turns out to be if you do a little change, it's gonna have a huge change, and
Potential of
yeah.
having a big change.
So
Um,
do you know what we call that though? Butterfly effect.
wait, do
It's
you have
like
an answer? Like, is
it's
this
like
a question where it has an actual answer?
I mean, well, the name of the butterfly effect. It's a sensitive dependence on initial conditions.
Conditions, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah. I saw that in the videos
Um,
that I was watching.
so I guess I'll start off with trying to find out like the patterns on like the weather if we're like able to predict the weather, stuff like that. But I guess they realized that like when a butterfly flaps its wings in the wind, it could cause like the weather to change. It'll cause
Like
like
a
a tornado.
butterfly
Yeah, the butterfly
causes a
effect.
tornado. Yeah, yeah.
That's where it gets its name from. So I think it's very cool. It's really interesting because even with people, uh, like let's say I'm in a bad mood, you're in a good mood, I could change that with if I'm like talking to you and like we're like hanging out. Me having a bad mood can have that big change towards you. Like it could cause you
It could
to
fuck up my mood, and
yeah, in a way. So
I fuck somebody else's mood up
yeah,
because
and
yeah, yeah.
it's gonna have a chain of reaction. Like it's gonna continue.
No, and then not only that, but say I'm in a bad mood, I'm not gonna feel like doing certain shit, or I'm gonna do it in a bad mood and I'm gonna
Yeah,
do it wrong, and then that's gonna have an effect. And
yeah.
yeah,
So I noticed that with a couple of jobs ago when one of my bosses used to come in angry all the time. And I'd be happy as hell. Me and the workers would be like chilling, having fun, and he'll come in a bad mood, and it just puts us in a bad mood right away. Now I just realized that earlier.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's uh if you guys think about it, when you're out there, try not to put out negative energy. Always try to be positive because the butterfly effect is a real thing. It's
Yeah, little shit. So what I from the videos that I watch and shit like that, I try to put everything that you kind of went the scientific way and the real shit. I kind of
yeah,
try to put everything into graspable things that I can a day to day thing that I can fully or not fully but better understand. Right. So what I tried to put in my head was uh, think of two parallel lines. Right. They never touch. That's the meaning of parallel lines.
right,
Never fucking touch. But if you turn one of those lines 0.00001 degrees. For the first part, it's going for a long ass time. It's gonna seem like nothing happened. It's gonna be like what the fuck, Like this is still a parallel line. But because they ain't truly parallel, at some point way down the line, actually they're gonna touch. You feel me? And for parallel lines, that's a big deal. Them touching. You feel me? Because that's
yeah,
the whole point of being parallel is they never touch. So that's really what the butterfly effect is little shit happens that may not have an immediate effect. You know what I'm saying? Um, it may not even affect you. It may affect way down the line. Dude. Motherfucker, you may be dead by the time this shit has an effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If the motherfucker that I don't fucking know, if the person who if Bill Gates' parents never met, motherfucker, he would have never invented the shit that you know what I'm saying? And that would have had an effect on the world today and this and that, and all because they didn't meet. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
shit like that. Where motherfucker, I'm pretty sure I don't know if they are, if they're not, my bad. But considering Bill Gates is pretty old himself, his parents are probably not here, you know what I'm saying? So it could have had a big ass effect on the world today. You feel me?
yeah,
Understand what I'm saying? So like that's the way I think about it in parallel lines terms, where like you just change it to that one tiny bit. All of a sudden, years down the road or whatever the case down the road, it has an effect, a big change, right? So you think about it, you put it in now even more attainable terms. You think about it, it makes everything significant, even things that may seem insignificant become significant because of this. So you think about it in relatable as terms. You go to work every day. You commute, right? You commute to work every day. You say your drive to work is what, an hour drive or so?
40 minutes.
Right? All right, 40 minutes. Let's say for whatever reason you have a set schedule. I know you don't. Let's say you have a set schedule. Every day you go in at 9 a.m., right?
Yeah,
Because let's just say you have a 9 to 5, a regular as 9 to 5. So you leave home. Let's say you like to get to work 10 minutes earlier just so you can get inside the building, this and that, clock in. So you leave home at 8:10. It's a 40-minute drive, 10 minutes to get in the building, clock in, whatever you got to do, right? So that's your routine, right? Now, that in itself is kind of predicting, right? Where you predict you're going to get there in 40 minutes. Why? Because of human tendencies, right?
Yeah.
So you
Right.
know the tendencies in your commute, right? You know the tendencies of the people around you. In terms of, okay, the highway at this time is packed, or maybe it's not packed, or you know what I'm saying, or
Right.
whatever streets you
There's
take.
just construction.
There's
There's
traffic, or there's no traffic,
yeah.
or yeah, or all of a sudden now construction. Okay, now I got to go maybe 15 minutes earlier than I used to. You know, so it's all based on tendencies, right? So in a sense, it's predicting. But what the butterfly effect is, it fucks up predictions, right? Um, so there is the potential in any one of your commutes that you're gonna crash, right? That you can crash, and that crash may be fatal, and that you'll die, right? Let's just go to the biggest extreme because I'm trying to paint a picture in your head where it's a big effect, right?
Right.
Now, knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? I ain't wishing no death on you, my brother, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it a big thing so that you can fully picture this in your head. Um, so anyways, like I said, every day the main goal of your commute is to get you from your home
To
to
work.
work, right? 99.9% of the time you're gonna complete that goal. That goal is gonna be a successful thing where you're gonna get from home to work perfectly fine, on time, this and that, right? Cool. And then on, there's even more butterfly effect. Did I do good at work? All that, but we're not even gonna get into that right now. Let's just talk about the commute.
Right.
Because there's potential that you may fucking crash and die. If you were to crash and die, that one time that you crash and die is a significant event, right?
Right.
You agree to that, right? That's significant as fuck. That literally changes your life from having one to not having one, motherfucker. Um, so it's significant. So in terms of success rate, right? Most of your commutes are insignificant because they're all successful for the most part, right? 99.9% of the time you complete the goal. But
Right.
because there's potential of this happening, it makes everything significant. It makes every single one of those significant. Even though they may seem insignificant, it may seem like it's just a fucking commute. Like you don't even think of it. Think about it. You even think about it? No, right? Like it didn't even cross your mind on a day-to-day basis. Like, well, I might not make it to work today. No, right? You just
Nah.
in your head, I'm going to work.
Yeah. I'm going. I'm going to work. Coming back.
Yeah, do what I have to do, right?
Normal day.
That that's how insignificant it is in your life. But now, what if, like we were talking about episodes ago, if you knew how you were gonna die and you knew that it was gonna be a car crash on your commute to work, like specifically, you knew it was gonna be, you would think about every single time you go to work, wouldn't you? Motherfucker, you
No.
might stop even going to work.
Like knowing that I'm gonna die or I'm gonna die. Then
Yeah,
yeah.
it would make every single one of those things significant, right?
But that changes the whole.
So
With the butterfly effect, it changes the whole thing because if I knew how I'm gonna die, then
no,
I stop going to work. I stay
no.
home.
I know that, but I'm saying like if you think about it in that way, like I'm not trying to change. I'm just saying like that's how significant each drive really is, even though it seems insignificant. It seems you don't even think about it, but yet, bro, driving is actually one of the most dangerous shit to do. Like
It's true.
I think in the U.S. most fucking deaths are caused in traffic accidents. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a true statement or not, but it seems like it's true. So I'm gonna rock with it. Um, pretty sure, right? Like
I
they did some
I would assume, yeah.
studies and shit like that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so like we were saying, like you don't even think about your commute to work, but really it's a significant thing. So I was thinking about the butterfly effect and how, like, when we talk, I'm gonna keep referencing that video, and we talked about whether you would like to know the or change the past or change the future. We both were like change the future because if I change the past, I don't even know if I'm gonna end up where I am today, right?
Yeah.
Um, and the reason why, even though we didn't discuss it, is because of the butterfly effect, right? Like, you don't know if one small change is gonna cause a whole different um chain of events to happen where you don't end up doing the shit that you're doing today. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about it in that term, and it's like, well, technically, we're in the past currently of the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anything that we do today can completely change the future. You understand what I'm saying?
I see
You
what you mean.
understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I see what you mean.
when you think about, oh, if I change the past, I won't end up where I am today. Well, think about it in terms of the present and the future now. Technically, this is the past of the future. Feel me?
Yeah. Sorry, you got me thinking about it. Like,
That's the whole point of me wanting to bring this shit up. I want you to think. Because I'm telling you, I got in my head, bro. I started fucking just. I couldn't even sleep that night that I started thinking about this shit because I was like, damn, that shit. It was fucking with my head so hard. Bro, I couldn't even tell you, but yeah, bro. Like I started thinking about it in that term, and I was like, damn, like so many little shit that we think are insignificant, bro, that we could be doing and we don't do, bro. Um, you know, wait, I'm gonna kind of tangent out because me saying what I just said made me think of some other shit that um it kind of ties in with it, but not so much. But I saw uh, actually I was watching videos about it, and then on the suggestions on YouTube, there was another video that was like things that you don't need to know but are interesting. Um,
What?
yeah, I don't know, and I clicked on it because
What?
I've been
What's
watching
interesting
shit
though?
like that for. It was interesting, and one of the things was you can't see the future, or you um you could communicate with the future you via writing a letter, writing anything, right?
Yeah.
Videos. You can never see future you, right? Because you can't see future you, bro. Right?
Yeah.
You agree to that, right? But yet you could see past you, but you can't communicate with past you.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know oh, I watched the video and this had the same day that I was watching that, by the way. So I don't know if it has anything to, but anyway,
Yo, I'm gonna need to watch this video, bro.
uh, bro, I just be liking shit that fucks with your head, bro. Like that shit really like I don't know, bro. Like you start feeling all types of fucking weird after, bro. After seeing shit like that, you're like, damn.
See, the one thing that really fucked with my head was the Mandela Effect. When I looked into it, well, we're not gonna talk about it, but like, I remember I was at work and my employees were talking about it, and I was like, what? Like, what is that? Cause I didn't know what it was, and it was actually really interesting. It fucked with my head so hard. Like,
It fucked up my head
yeah,
too, especially because there's actually shit that I've seen that or that I remember being a certain way and that and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like,
but I did look into it and all that, and I was like, the whole day, like the whole week, I think, I was
it
just,
fucks with your head, bro.
yeah, I was talking to the employees about it. I was like, did you know this? Did you see that? And then find out there's a movie on it. So I'm like, I never saw the movie, but it's some crazy shit to it.
Yeah, there's a movie on this too, on the
Yeah, the
butterfly
butterfly
effect.
effect. Yeah,
The
there's like 3 or 4
well, there's a lot of
movies of,
movies,
yeah, or maybe more now.
a lot of movies called like butterfly effect, but there's one that's called like thunder, something about thunder, like last thunder, thunder sound, thunder, loud thunder, something about thunder. Um, I think, but it's about like how they go. So a there's a scientist that makes a time traveling machine, right?
Yeah.
And basically, he has a kind of a I guess you could call it like a theme park kind of adventure shit where people could go to the past to kill a dinosaur, shoot a dinosaur, T Rex, and kill him, right? But it isn't going to change the future because this T Rex was going to die in a couple more seconds to a falling tree. So them shooting it makes no difference in the future, right?
Oh,
So
I know
that's
what
the
you're
whole
talking
point
about.
of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this little adventure. And so one little group goes. I've never seen this movie or read the book, but
It was a group
I've
of three
seen these
people,
videos.
uh, a tour guide and two. I guess was it two scientists?
Yeah, like two people that wanted to go experience this
Yeah.
shit, and so like they went, and I think one of them went to like shoot the T Rex or whatever, and then the other one kind of got scared, started running back. But in the way back, me like started like walking over shit and stuff. Like wasn't really like he was running back, so he wasn't really being careful what he was doing, you know. So anyways, the two other guys get back with him, and all they realize is that he has muddy shoes. They don't think nothing of it, you know. So they go back to the future or the present. Um, and first everything kind of seems normal, but then they start realizing that everything's not normal and everything is like completely changed. And they're like, "What the fuck? You know, what the hell did we do?" Like they're thinking in their head, like, "What the fuck? Like we didn't do nothing." Um, and then come to find out that the dude that was running back all scared or whatever, like looks under his boot and he stepped on a butterfly and killed it. Um, and
The butterfly effect.
that caused the whole fucking timeline to change and shit like that. So, but yeah, looking into videos like that, I started thinking of, or I started watching videos of examples of the butterfly effect, and it got me thinking even more. But I'm gonna share a couple of examples with you and the audience. So just just to more not prove the point because I ain't trying to prove nothing, but get y'all thinking. So
What are you, a scientist?
I'm just
Trying to
I
prove
just want
something?
to share stories with you, brother.
Nah, go ahead.
God damn, I can't.
I'm let you
Who
go
the
for it.
my bad. The homie. I don't know why. So one of the examples was John F. Kennedy's assassination.
All right.
So when he was younger, he used to play sports and shit like that. So I forgot how because it's been like a week since I watched these videos. But he ended up getting a sports injury where he fucked up his back. So from then on, he wore a back brace. Um, Now, by the way, like I said, I watched these all in the video, so I haven't fact checked any of this shit. But I don't feel the need to fact check it because I'm just using it as examples. I ain't using it as truth. Um, so anyways, this is besides the point. Let's get back into John F. Kennedy. So he had to wear a back brace ever since then, right? This was when he was like, I believe they said like 17 years old or some shit like that, right? Regular thing, right? He just had a sports injury and he had to wear a back brace since then. So, anyways, when it came down to his assassination, homie kept living life after that, became president. You know what I'm saying? Had a pretty successful life after that. Never affected him in any other way, right?
Right.
Um, he got assassinated. He got shot twice. The first one was a non-lethal shot. The first one shot him, hit him, but it was non-lethal. It was the second one that was a lethal shot. But if John F. Kennedy was wearing his back brace like he was at any other point in life because of that one injury that he had when he was 17 years old, they were saying in the video how when you get shot, whether you're conscious or not. If you're conscious, conscious, you're gonna duck, right?
Yeah.
Even if it hits you, your reaction is gonna be like, "Shit, I'm still alive. I'm a duck, right? So I don't get hit again."
Yeah, taking cover. Yeah.
And even if you aren't, even if you're unconscious, your body is naturally gonna slump over, right? Like gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because you're that shit hit you, right? So it's gonna. But because he had a back brace, his body stayed upright. His body stayed like this,
Yeah,
right?
on the back seat.
And
Was it back? Yeah, it was
yeah.
back seat.
So his body stayed upright. He didn't slouch over. He didn't, nothing. So the shooter got a second clean shot, and the second shot is the one that killed him. So in terms of the butterfly effect, that one seemingly, I mean, yeah, it affected his life in terms of that, it fucked with his back and shit. But otherwise, other than that, it had nothing to do with nothing, right? Like he still had a successful career in politics and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But that seemingly um, non-major injury that he had when he was 17 technically caused his death years later down the road.
All from wearing the back brace.
All because he wore the back brace. And like there was another one where it was like World War I would have been um prevented if one dude didn't take the wrong turn. So World War I started because of a certain like prince or king um from a certain country. And so essentially that person had a hit out on him before,
Yeah.
but they had missed their opportunity to kill him um before that. Um so they had missed the opportunity already. And there was already tensions in between the countries and shit like that. So it was talking about how World War I probably still would have happened, but it wouldn't have started the way it did um, if this didn't happen. So um, then after that, the person's driver um, took a wrong turn. One day he was driving him somewhere, and he took a wrong turn, and then in that street happened to be one of the dudes that was meant to kill him the day before. Like I said, he had missed his opportunity the day before, when the actual hit was supposed to happen, right? So this dude took a wrong turn, like we all tend to do sometimes. We take a wrong exit,
I've
take a
been doing
wrong
that a
turn,
lot recently.
you know. And this killer ended up seeing him in that street, a street that he was never meant to take. Ended up seeing him in that street and ended up killing him, and then that led to World War I starting. So they were talking about how like World War I started all because the motherfucker took a wrong turn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just crazy. Like the little shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like how different would the fucking world be today if that motherfucker just didn't turn it that way? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, World War I probably still would have happened because there was tensions and shit like that. But hey, it would have maybe happened later. Um, and if it did happen later, maybe we would have even more developed weapons, and maybe World War I would have been even way worse than what it is, or or maybe tensions would have cleared and World War I never would have. There's different scenarios where different shit could have happened. Um, yeah, like I was just watching examples, man, and I don't know, man. Like I really got in the wormhole of watching shit and me trying to connect it with
Like real life.
my personal life and
Yeah.
shit. And that got me thinking, man, about just a bunch of shit, in the current time, and um, really anything you do now or anybody that may seem insignificant really isn't. Um, everybody and everything is important, man, and everything has a purpose, right? Everybody has a purpose.
You know what I was thinking
Um,
of when you said those examples? Back in high
mhm,
school, it's like I'm not gonna say what year it was. Uh, so one time, one of my exes in high school had
mhm.
this is before we started dating. She had she was like, "Oh, I'm about to ditch class. You know, I'm about to go walk around or something." I was like, "Oh, I'll come with you." I was thinking about it. I was like, "What if I never went with her? Like, would we have been dating later on in the future, or would I have been talking to her?" So it's kind of crazy how like that small little me ditching class with her ended up with us being together in the future. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, you had me thinking there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, bro, that it makes you start thinking. Like, I would sit here for fucking like if I told you all the shit that I started thinking that night when I first got into thinking about the butterfly effect, I would be sitting here for fucking 5 hours, bro, just talking. Because it got me thinking about so many personal shit where I'm like, damn, like for example, I'm gonna give you a quick little example. I All right, so I quit a job, right? And then the next week I had a new job because my mom's boss is the owner of the hotel that I worked at,
Yo, these stories are funny.
right? I had no experience whatsoever in anything that has to do with hotels, right? Nothing. Not one fucking, not even a little bit of a fucking experience, right? In that uh area. That caused me to be with like be in the relationship that has most caused change in my life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that relationship don't fuck me up. No, I'm saying no. No, but it most caused me to change. On my outlook of different things and stuff like that. Man, I would have never been in that relationship if my ass would have just stayed doing the old job. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like little shit like that where it's like all it was something. It was just me going to get a new job that I had no reason being there in the first place. You feel me? And it was all because my mom's boss is the owner, happens to be the owner of that place, and she did my mom a favor by putting me in a position that I had no business being in. You know what I'm saying? That caused me to meet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's crazy how things that like like you don't even understand why the fuck you even did them. Like I said, like this whole thing started because I went out. Like this whole conversation started because of a story where I went out when I don't even go out. You know, like so many little shit be happening to me when I shouldn't even be in that place in the first place. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's crazy how one little change in your daily routine, and that's what I'm talking about with the butterfly effect. How it's like one little change, man, causes like big ass differences, bro. Like my daily routine, man, I just like to kick it at home. I go to work, whatever the case, do whatever I got to do that day to handle my business, whatever. And I like to chill at home, bro. I don't like to go out. I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? Like I stay out of people's ways. But it's crazy how anytime I do go out, shit could happen, bro. Like shit happens where and later years down the road, shit starts affecting me, and it's like, what the fuck? Like it all started because of this and that. You feel me? Like I don't know. I was just thinking about it in that sense, and I was like, damn, like okay, I need to stop going out. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, bro, like I was thinking about it in that sense, and like I don't know, bro. It started fucking with my head. It really did.
I had a good example of the butterfly effect, but I forgot.
Forgot his shit.
Yeah.
Um, Loki, I was gonna say something too afterwards, but I don't know.
Well,
I guess, I guess,
I think that's it,
I
bro.
guess, I guess we done talked it all out, bro. Cause fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot. I done talked enough already.
Yeah, you
Um,
talked a lot. You took over the whole episode. I'll let you do it though.
Listen,
I mean, I don't know much about
listen,
the butterfly
bro.
effect, but you did educate me a little bit more on it, so I better
I
understand it.
wasn't even trying to. I was just trying to fuck with your head just because
I
mine
mean, you
got
did.
fucked up.
You had me thinking the whole time. Only reason why I wasn't talking because you had me fucked up.
I don't know. This was not a lighthearted episode. This was for you to fucking fuck with your head too. The audience listening, you know what I'm saying? So I like to do this, by the way. Like this isn't new to Brian. I like doing shit that like really gets people to think. I don't know. I just like doing this shit. I like fucking with people's heads. Um,
Yeah, what
any
time?
shot I could get.
What time I was talking to Edgar on Snapchat, I think, and I forgot what we were talking about, but he was fucking with my head one time. I didn't respond. I responded like a week later. I was like, motherfucker, I know what you mean. I
I know what you mean now, bro.
it's like, oh, I get what you were saying.
Bro, I like doing this.
Like he had me thinking the whole week. But yeah,
I be getting extra deep into shit just purposely fuck with people. Like, there's no reason why I should have been talking about the butterfly effect. I could have just got on here and been like, "Congrats to my homie for having a kid." You know, there's no reason why the fuck this whole conversation had to happen. But something interesting that I wanted to fuck with y'all heads, fuck with Brian's head for a little bit. Um, yeah, man, get my thoughts out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, this podcast is low key therapy. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's cool.
um,
It's
yeah,
easier
man, I
when you
think
film it though, cause like, cause for me, I tend to be lazy sometimes. Only because I do a whole bunch of other shit. But once I get into like the filming, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for like another episode. And then you just get in that the mood of just keeping it going. So it's like,
yeah, man.
okay,
But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Um, Shout out Brian for letting me talk. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
taking over the whole episode.
hey, listen, bro, I needed to get shit out of my system. Shout out for lending an ear. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you, bro.
Um,
Anytime, any day.
all right. I ain't even really the type to talk. This is why I wanted him on the pod too.
To get
Is
to get more
homie
used
needs
to
to
talking.
start talking. You know what I'm
I always
saying?
been always been a quiet kid since growing up. Like people are like, oh,
Homie
why you
just
so
like
quiet?
listen.
Just,
Yeah,
I just like to listen. I like to pay attention to the details.
yeah.
And even when I'm not paying
So
attention, I'm paying attention. Just know that.
but yeah, this is gonna do it for this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening to it on Spotify,
Hey,
make sure y'all follow.
I'd be listening to it on Spotify. That's just it's a huge
Yeah, man.
like car ride home or something, or even at work. I'd be listening back to the podcast and hearing things that we said, and then I'd be like, oh, I could have said this even like in a different way, better.
I be watching
Yeah.
back the videos like whenever I'm editing. I'm like, damn, I should have said this. Um, for the most, I talk mostly and I talk the most in most videos. So, um, but besides the point, if you're listening on Spotify, make sure to follow. Make sure to I don't know what can you do on Spotify. Like the video
Yeah.
or the
Our
the sound.
Spotify and all that. You see Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Links are in the description. Um, we'll probably put it in the chat again.
Oh yeah, we have the overlay now. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
My bad, my bad.
And then it says over here,
Yeah.
check the links in the description for personal socials. Go ahead and follow Louis, Edgar, me, and Alexis, and Princess. I forgot our newest member for Shut Lab.
Uh,
And
one of our upcoming videos is we already filmed it. It's introducing her. But I don't know if we're gonna put it out this week or next.
hey, yo,
But
I forgot about that video.
so one of our upcoming episodes is gonna be introducing her. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for me. Any closing remarks you gotta say?
No, it's about it. Hopefully that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully that you guys got educated in the butterfly effect like I did. Had my head fucked up. So,
Hey man, feel free to comment on this
yeah,
shit. I really want y'all to start commenting.
yeah,
If we get good amount of views. Y'all ain't commenting, and this goes to Matt and Tsunami and shit. Well, Tsunami actually started commenting like shit that actually really. This goes to Matt. Motherfucker, I get the first comment. Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. Start commenting something about the video, motherfucker, before I find your ass. And, no, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah, I won't be the first one to
man,
comment next video because I'm the one uploading it.
uh, but
All
nah,
right.
like really comment about the butterfly effect or about some other theories and conspiracies and
Oh, next episode
effects.
or
Like,
maybe in a couple episodes we're for sure getting into conspiracy theories. So, maybe for like a 10 episode special. So we're gonna get our research done. We're gonna entertain you guys because I'm excited for one of the conspiracy theories that I've been wanting to talk about. So, you know,
which one? Nah, never mind. Don't mess
yeah.
it. Yeah. So much love, much respect, as always.
See you guys later.